any complaints from the residents. I'm like,
they're doing a great job.
I don't know what they're like, some of them say that they like having it closed because people speed down there. There's no stop signs. And they would fly down there and
The only thing we had was like the insurance cop that came out and gave like a bunch of tickets or whatever, and then Corey reached out to Chief Allen and he figured them out within a day and it was all set. But other than that,
yeah, I mean, it's just, they were like, they're thinking about just keeping it closed until spring, but it's all like finalized.
yeah. C&G reaches out like pretty regularly for an update just to say, hey.
Yeah, we were out there with C&G a couple weeks ago, Candace and I.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this ball rolling. Right. Don't start banging on that gavel.
At 8, I was like, time to go.
It's,
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kathleen Gandon. I'm the 38th District Court Judge, and I'm proud to be here today to swear in our new mayor and council people. Today marks a meaningful occasion. We gather to extend our congratulations to our new mayor, Michael Kleinfeld, city council members Harvey Curley and Margaret Poshadlik. To our newly elected mayor, Michael, your dedication to public service and the vision that you have articulated for our city resonated with the voters. Your leadership will undoubtedly guide us to a future filled with unity and progress. For our council members, Margaret, where's Harvey?
Right here.
Harvey, your commitment to representing the diverse voices within our community is both commendable and essential. Together as a cohesive council, you have the power to help shape policies that will impact the lives of each resident, fostering a community where everyone can thrive.
thank you.
As we embark on this journey of collective governance, let us remember that the challenges we face are opportunities for innovation and growth. It is through teamwork, cooperation, open dialogue, and commitment to the well-being of our citizens that we can overcome obstacles and build a city that we can all be proud to call home. May this new chapter be marked by transparency, inclusivity, and a shared determination to make our city the best that it can be. Your service, Michael, Margaret, and Harvey, is vital to the community. We look forward to the positive impact that you will bring to our community. So, with that, we're going to start with the swearing in of Michael. Michael, I'm going to ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States? Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
I do solemnly swear I will support the Constitution of the United States,
The Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Eastpointe.
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Eastpointe.
I will endeavor to secure and maintain
I will endeavor to secure and maintain
an honest and efficient administration
an honest and efficient administration
of the affairs of the City of Eastpointe,
of the affairs of the City of Eastpointe,
free from partisan distinction
free from partisan distinction
or control,
or control,
and to perform the duties of mayor
and to perform the duties of mayor
for the City of Eastpointe
for the City of Eastpointe
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Yay. Margaret, come on up. Margaret, I'm going to ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Your family down here. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Eastpointe.
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Eastpointe.
I will endeavor to secure and maintain
I will endeavor to secure and maintain
an honest and efficient administration
an honest and efficient administration
of the affairs of the City of Eastpointe,
of the affairs of the City of Eastpointe,
free from partisan distinction
free from partisan distinction
or control,
or control,
and to perform the duties of council member
and to perform the duties of council member
for the City of Eastpointe
for the City of Eastpointe
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Harvey's an old hand at this, so we're gonna take a different approach. Harvey?
Sure, huh?
You don't need to repeat after me, but I'm going to ask you, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Michigan, and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Eastpointe? Will you endeavor to secure and maintain an honest and efficient administration of the affairs of the City of Eastpointe, free from partisan distinction or control, and to perform the duties of council member in the City of Eastpointe according to the best of your ability?
I will.
Yay! Best wishes to all our newly elected for the future. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Can everyone hear me? Okay. And with that, we'll go straight into it. We'll call the Monday, November 13, 2023, at 8:22 p.m., the City Council regular meeting. Please call the roll with the new council.
Councilmember Baker,
Here.
Councilmember Curley,
Here.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Here.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Here.
Councilmember Poshadlik.
All right, moving on to item 2, approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I'll support that.
Moved in support. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlik.
Yes.
And moving right along to the first hearing of the public. Hearing the public is now open. Would anyone wish to be heard?
I don't wish to be heard, except we have to sign your form, so I'm going to step to the side.
Good evening, Mary Hall Rayford. Eastpointe, no longer political activists, community activists, because I'm still going to be around to put my foot up, you know what, if you don't do what you're supposed to do. And I say that with love, but I also say that there were a lot of people running who talked about unity in the community, and that was something that a group of us started back in 2020. I hope we can move forward with doing just that, bringing the community together, and there is true unity. I also want to say congratulations to all. I've said it before, but I want it on record publicly. And because I am who I am, Mike, I'm glad you know who I am and how I think. And after I looked at the time we talked the other week, 5 hours and 20 minutes. So I think you know me fairly well. I will continue to be a voice to call out anything that I believe needs to be corrected. If you love me, you'll understand. If you don't, you won't. But I wish you all well, and I'm looking forward to seeing the city move forward with a lot more unity and a lot less divisiveness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Sarah Lucido, Eastpointe resident. Good evening, Mayor and Council. I would like to start out by congratulating Mary Hall Rayford, Vicki Coleman, Wanda Moody, Miranda Barconi, and Nicola Strong on running solid campaigns that we can all be proud of. I've had the honor of working with most of you in the past, doing service in the city, and look forward to continuing many, many years of engagement. I'd like to say congratulations to Margaret Poshadlik. I know you will serve this city with the utmost dignity. You will be an asset to the City Council as you were for many years on the school board. You are a lifelong Eastpointe resident, and the pride you have for the city shines through everything you do. Mayor Kleinfeld, I've known you for many years. I've had the privilege of working with you on council for 4 of them. There is no doubt in my mind that you will be a great mayor, a mayor who holds himself to the highest ethical standards, who always puts residents first, and whose integrity will be something we can all be proud of. Councilman Curley, I know of no one who has given more love to the city than you. You can teach us all something about what that means to be to do service for your community. I know that I have learned so much from your example, and I hope that this term is the best years yet. And also, Mr. Curley, thank you for becoming such a great friend to James.
I love him. I love
He
James.
appreciates it every single, especially Tuesdays at lunch. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
She's always such a hard act to follow. Craig Wadecki, Beautification Commission of Eastpointe. First of all, congratulations to all who have been sworn in, and good luck. Heavy lies the crown. Good luck, and you've got a lot on your hands, but I know you'll do well. And also good luck to all who, or thank you to all who ran. It's never an easy thing putting yourself out in the public, and I commend you for doing that, and good luck in the future. But I want to get to something Mr. DeMonico mentioned earlier in the first meeting about the Beautification Commission. Macomb County has a senior handy helper program, and to my chagrin, there's only 2 Eastpointe residents that applied for this. As a Beautification Commission, we went out to 2 of the homes, and in the spring we did spring cleaning and everything from the ground, raking, gardening, removing shrubs, etc., but nothing on a ladder. So those of you who wanted to help us, don't worry, you'll be on terra firma. But if you would please, if you are 65 and over and you need help in your home in the spring, in the fall, to clean your garden, to rake your leaves, to mow your lawn, please call the Macomb County Senior Department at 586-469-5228. Let's get some Eastpointe residences on this list so that not only they can be assisted by the county, but may be assisted by the Beautification Commission. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, good evening. I don't have a speech, but it's okay. I am State Representative Kimberly Edwards, and I just wanted to say congratulations to you all, and I'm looking forward to working with everyone here. My next community conversation is Thursday at the Eastpointe Library at 5:30. I hope to see you there. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you.
Good evening, Veronica Kleinfeld, Eastpointe resident. I would also like to congratulate the incoming council members. For anybody at home that would like to know, it is Poshadlik. I'll hear it for that one. Anyway, congratulations. I often think of winning too, and when I think of winning, I think of a group working cohesively together and a city that prospers because of it. And to Mayor Kleinfeld, I've known you long enough to know that you didn't run for this seat because you wanted to feel what it feels like to win. You wanted to feel what it feels like.
Thank you. Would anyone else wish to be heard? Anyone else? And with that, the hearing of the public is closed. And moving on to, approval of the minutes. We don't have any tonight. No scheduled hearings, unfinished business. Reports from administration. Did you have anything to add after the first meeting?
No, unless Mayor Council has any additional questions.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to new business then. Election of Mayor Pro Tem. So I made a couple of cards I'm going to pass out to everyone right now. Our charter requires that this be done by ballot. Obviously, state law doesn't allow us to secretly cast votes. Our votes have to be public. So I figured the way we could do this is first we'll take nominations, then we'll do the ballot cast, and then perhaps have you read out the votes with how each person voted. That way we obey the charter and the OMA. Would anyone like to make a nomination for item A, election of Mayor Pro Tem? Oh.
I would like to nominate Cardi DeMonico.
All right. Mr. DeMonico, would you accept that nomination?
Be happy to. Thank you.
Okay. Would anyone else like to make a nomination? All right. Would anyone else like to discuss, or should we just move into voting? All right.
Good deal.
We have Councilmember Baker, no. Councilman DeMonico, Cardi DeMonico, Councilwoman Poshadlick, thank you, Cardi DeMonico, Councilmember Curley, Councilman DeMonico, and Mayor Kleinfeld, Cardi DeMonico.
Okay. With 4 votes for Cardi DeMonico, that's a majority. Congratulations, Mr. DeMonico. You are the next Mayor Pro Tem.
Thanks.
I mean, if anyone wants to clap for that, I mean, that's fine. Moving on to item B, designation by City Council for representative and alternate to the Southeast Macomb Sanitary District and the Disposal Authority, also known as SEMSD, SMDA. I will start off by saying I was hoping that I could serve on this board. I am familiar with it. I did serve on it previously, but I'll wait to hear if any other council members have interest in it.
I would support it if you want to do it.
Okay.
I agree. Do you want a motion or is it consensus?
I think motion support.
I would move that our mayor be the representative to the SEMSD and SMDA.
I second.
Thank you. Motion and second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
All right. And as for an alternate, does anyone have interest in it? I know Mr. Baker, or Councilman Baker.
It's all good.
I think you were an alternate for a while, or you served. Do you still have interest in doing that?
I would be happy to do it if nobody else wants to take it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll motion to make Councilman Baker the alternate to the SMSD, and SMDA.
Support.
All right. I don't know who supported that, but
Whoever Ms. Homan picks, I think, usually.
yeah.
I heard Mr. Curley.
Okay.
Is Councilmember's microphone on?
Yes. But motion support?
Yes.
Please call the roll.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick,
Yes.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes. All right, moving on to item C, designation by City Council for representative and alternate to the Southeast Michigan Council of Government, also known as SEMCOG. Does anyone have interest in that? No. That typically meets, if I remember correctly, during the day.
Yeah, I think like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I don't know if it's always the same day of the week. But during, thinking 8 to 5 time period. Right, Ms. Walton, I think, yeah.
Okay, who would be able, I mean, I think probably Mr. Curley and Mr. Baker are the ones available during that time?
Actually, I wouldn't be.
Well, I'm retired. Let me ask, Mr. Mayor, I would do it, but let me ask a question. If we are starting to volunteer, yes, I'll do that. I have 2 specific things that I'd like to be liaison on. If I volunteer for this, is this going to restrict me by not having this 2 that I'm on now?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
think whoever wants to do this one.
All right, then I'll volunteer for that.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion to appoint Harvey Curley as the SEMCOG representative.
I'd second that.
All right, motion and support, please call the roll.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlik.
Yes.
Okay, and we also, I believe, need an alternate for that, so same discussion, does anyone?
I mean, I could potentially have some flexibility, but it would be, without a specific time, it'd be a little bit difficult for me.
Or, I mean, I could also do it as an alternate. They typically meet downtown. It is close to my work. Sometimes I can hop over there and make something if, Mr. Curley can't make it, so.
Well, I'd be happy.
If you prefer to do it that way.
Yes, I'd be happy to make that motion.
Okay. Motion to appoint me as the alternate to SEMCOG. Is there support?
I'll second that.
Please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlik.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item D, designation by City Council for representative to the Michigan Municipal League Legislative Coordinator. Again, is there anyone interested in that position?
Mayor Kleinfeld, it has been me, but I think it would be great if somebody new was the MML representative. I'm happy to if not, but I think it'd be good for someone else to be.
Why?
Why not?
Exactly, why not?
Yeah? Are you volunteering, Mr. Curley?
I just think that you've done a great job on that, and I know you have not patted yourself on the back, but I would if I were you. So
Seems like no one else. Dang, I thought that what I was saying would get someone else to volunteer. No, that's fine. I mean, there's not really much to do as the, what are we even calling it, the coordinator to it. Can report back sometimes when they talk about various bills, and otherwise there's like one meeting a year that the MML does that maybe you'd vote in. So,
Mr. Mayor, I would nominate Councilman DeMonico to fill that position.
I'll second.
All right. Motion support. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlik.
Yes.
Moving on to item E, appointment by City Council of a voting member of the Library Commission. Would anyone like to make a motion?
I move that we appoint Harvey Curley as the voting member to the Library Commission.
Is there support?
Support.
All right. Motion and support. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlik,
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
All right, moving on to item F, appointment of council liaisons to various boards and commissions. So I have a list here. If I miss anything, please let me know. The first thing I have down is housing. So I would like to, I guess, open it up. Would anyone like to make a motion for appointment to the Housing Commission?
I would also move that we appoint Harvey Curley on the Housing Commission.
I'll second that.
All right, any discussion? Motion support, please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes. All right, moving on, the next thing I have down is beautification. Would anyone like to make a motion for appointment of liaison to the Beautification Commission? If not, I'll make a motion to appoint Mr. DeMonico.
Support.
Okay, any discussion? Motion support, please call the roll.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
All right, next I have Planning Commission. Would anyone like to make a motion for appointment to the Planning Commission?
I'll nominate Councilwoman Poshadlick.
Support.
Okay. Nominate, motion support?
Yeah.
Okay. Any discussion?
No.
Please call the roll.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Okay, next, liaison to the Parks Commission. Would anyone like to make a motion for appointment to liaison to Parks?
I'll nominate Councilman Baker to the Parks Commission.
I'd be happy to accept that.
I heard motion support. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Next, I have liaison to the DDA, Downtown Development Authority. Would anyone like to make a motion for appointment to that? If,
Could I can't nominate myself, but I won't do that. But I'd like to stay on that. But
I'll make the motion to appoint Harvey Curley as the liaison to the DDA.
okay, that was the motion?
Yes.
Support?
Those motion.
Are you supporting Harvey, or?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Second, sure.
Okay. Any discussion? Motion support, please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
yes.
Next, I have the Arts Commission, Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission. Would anyone like to make a motion for appointment as liaison to that?
I'd like to nominate Councilwoman Poshadlick.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion and support. Please call the roll.
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlick.
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes. So the other two that I have on my list are I think it's the Senior Advisory Commission and Teen Advisory Commissions. There aren't any, I understand there's no members to either one of those right now.
We appointed 2 people to
Oh.
Senior Citizens Advisory Commission.
Okay. So should we appoint, do they have a forum to meet, or?
No. Nope, there have been no meetings for either one of those boards.
I guess I'll leave it to council. Do we think we should do liaisons now, or wait until they're actually meeting and get an idea of like what their schedules will be like?
I think that would be a good idea to wait, that we will know when they're meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Find out when they're meeting and where. Yep.
Okay, well, that's all that I had. Did I miss anything that anyone's? thinking of. I think I covered them all. All right. Then moving on to adoption of resolution number 23-1970, City Council 2024 meeting dates.
Mayor Kleinfeld, I'll move we adopt resolution number 23-1970, establishing the 2024 regular meeting schedule for the City Council pursuant to Section 5 of the Michigan Open Meetings Act, Public Act 267 of 1976. And just one quick comment, it does handle the 2 MML events we always try to schedule around, so the meetings are different weeks than the 2 conferences that MML does.
I will second.
All right. Any other discussion? Motion of support, please call the roll.
Councilmember DeMonico?
Yes.
Councilmember Baker?
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes?
Mayor Kleinfeld?
Yes.
Councilmember Pichedlik?
Yes.
Moving on to item H, delinquent special assessments.
Mr. Mayor, I would move to authorize the finance director to place delinquent special assessments on the 2023 winter taxes as requested by the finance director.
Second that.
All right, motion and support. Does anyone have any questions? Please call the roll.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes?
Councilmember DeMonico?
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld?
Yes.
Councilmember Pichedlik?
Yes.
Councilmember Baker?
Yes.
Moving on to item I, discussion of status of building department transition. Ms. Walton, do you want to kind of open up this?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. So we were in contract with McKenna. We actually have John Jackson and Sam here from McKenna, so thank you both for being here. In November of 2021, we executed a professional services agreement to handle the building department. They came in and have helped us kind of revamp our processes and the things that were happening in the building department. At that time, the direction from council was to utilize those services for 2 years with a plan to bring those services back in-house to have full-time employees within the department functioning as the building department. We have been in process of interviewing, bringing people in, and trying to identify the right candidates to hire into the building department. It has taken a little bit longer, as well with the trades inspectors that we have for electrical, plumbing, and mechanical inspections within the city. So the transition has been taking a little bit longer than we had hoped. The services contract has reached the point of 2 years, but we wanted to bring it forward tonight to council just so that we have approval to move forward. Our hope is that on the next regular city council meeting, we can have a more thorough plan for that transition, potentially a step-down plan with McKenna, bringing people in, and then also having a transition with being able to train with McKenna staff that have been here, that have been in Eastpointe, that have followed up on the enforcement with the new employees that we have, just so that our services continue to the city of Eastpointe. With that, I can answer any questions related to the building department or moving forward.
So my understanding is, at this point, we're not ready for the transition, correct?
Correct.
And so we have an expired contract. My suggestion, at least to council, would be approving to continue operating under the terms of that contract until a transition plan is approved by council. I think that makes the most sense.
Sounds
Right.
good.
I'll make a motion, or, I'm sorry.
The only thing I might add on that is the actual terms of the contract call for a 90-day notice to terminate it. So perhaps it could be the terms of the contract except for the notice provision, and perhaps change that to 15 days notice or something like that, or 30 days notice, something along those lines.
I think, well, that is a good point. I know that we gave notice on August 4th already terminating. I guess, do you think we need to actually add an amended notice provision in that, or just say so long as,
Well, if we say we're just going to continue the terms of it, that is one of the terms of it, 90 days notice. So I think that we should identify a different notice provision. And I would think, and I looked at the city manager, but I would think that a 21-day or a 30-day notice provision would probably be sufficient.
Do you have any thoughts?
That would be fine with us. I know John was raising his hand. I don't know if Mayor Council wanted to allow them to.
I would have no problem with that if.
So we're very happy to continue to help.
Oh, could you, yeah, just so people can hear. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Jackson with McKenna. I'm the president. I'm here with Sam Woodrick, who is one of our building department project managers. And as I was saying, we're very happy to help the city of Eastpointe move forward with their building department. I'm very proud to say that we were able to come in here 2 years ago and help the city get the building department back on its feet in a way that provides a very high level of service to the residents and the investors of Eastpointe and in a very financially responsible way. So we're happy to continue to work with the city of Eastpointe. A couple of things I would ask. We have 13 people that are assigned to help the city of Eastpointe on a regular basis. And so you can imagine, as of today, they're all wondering what is next in their careers. You know, where are they going to go next? So what I would ask is if you're going to modify the terms that, you give us maybe 30 to 60 days so that we can find ways for these people to be reassigned if necessary. And then the other thing I would also ask is, as you're considering alternatives for the building department moving forward, that you would allow us to give you an alternative proposal that would hopefully be something that was more sustainable and in the long-term interest of the city of Eastpointe as part of your considerations for the transition.
Do any council members have other additional questions? I guess because I know that this was a contract that was directed to end, I think set like almost 6 months ago or something. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was that the discussion was on council. I know it was quite some time. I think, and I understand that there's people who are waiting to see what happens. I would probably suggest putting it at 30 days, just knowing that the contract was supposed to already be terminated at this point. How does the rest of council feel?
I think 30 is good. He said between 30 to 60, so 30 sounds like it would work.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and make a motion to authorize the city to continue to operate under the terms of the contract with the one change that the provision for termination be 30 days notice.
I'll second.
Yeah, I just had one comment. I think it'll be good. Mayor Kleinfeld and Councilwoman Pashadlik and Ms. Walton, I guess, that we have enough time to get our two new members on board. Of course, we had the lengthy report that we reviewed in closed session. They should, come up to speed with that. We can talk about that to kind of see how things go forward. And of course, just knowing how it all interacts. And yeah, thank you, McKenna. You have done a fantastic job over the last 2 years. And yeah, just, if Ms. Walton, if you can discuss the things with them too, and just see, we can consider everything then.
Yeah. And I know that you asked about providing information. If you just make sure you get whatever it is that you want to get to us, to Ms. Walton before the next
Of course.
agenda. So,
I'd be happy to. Thank you.
motion support. Please call the roll.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember Pashadlik,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes,
Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
All right, moving on to item J, approval of the special event application for the CNS Healthcare Turkey Giveaway on Saturday, November 18th, 2023, at 21331 Kelly Road.
Mr. Mayor, the two representatives have been here since about 6:45, so I wonder if you would allow them to come up and let everybody know exactly what they're going to be doing.
Absolutely.
Good evening, everybody. I am Anthony Jackson, CNS Healthcare. I am the Facilities Director.
Good evening, Kara Johnson, Marketing and Outreach Manager.
So CNS Healthcare, we opened our office here in Macomb County, Eastpointe, just right near 8 Mile and Kelly Road. I think some of you were there for our grand opening. I know Councilmember Baker was there. I don't know if I recognize anybody else. We moved in the building in January. We had a pretty successful grand opening. We are a behavioral health company, so we service the people from Macomb County. We're also in all 3 counties, Oakland and Wayne as well. We have 9 buildings throughout all of the counties. What's going on? And we have about almost, 450 employees total. So we do a turkey giveaway each year. This year we're doing 2,000 turkeys between the 3 counties. We typically partner with all of the sheriff's offices throughout the county. So we're doing, Eastpointe will be the first year here. We'll be doing 400 turkeys there. The supply will last until it's gone. Your chief over there, he's going to be helping us out with some stuff, so we definitely appreciate it. Pontiac, we partner with the Pontiac City Council and their sheriff's office, and then Detroit, DPD, and the Wayne County Sheriff's Office as well. So we're just looking to start the turkey giveaway here this year, and hopefully it'll continue to be a successful event coming up. So I'm gonna let Kara say a little bit. You good? Okay. And so we're here tonight just to get approval to do this, and then hopefully each year going forward, it'll grow like it has grown in the other areas. And then your guys' meeting is very interesting as well. We do therapy down there if you guys, anybody needs some of that. It's a very interesting meeting. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, so we're here tonight just to get approval. So we thank you guys for letting us come into the community, and it's a big need out there for behavior health, as we all know, and we look to make a change in this community as we have in Oakland and Wayne as well.
Mayor, I would be happy to make this motion.
Okay, thank you guys.
If that's okay.
Go ahead.
All right, well, I move that we allow CNS Healthcare to have the special event, turkey giveaway on Saturday, November 18th, 2023 at 10 a.m. at 21331 Kelly Road.
Support.
Okay. Motion support. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember Pashadlik,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld.
Yes. Moving on, we don't have any payroll and bills, so moving on to the second hearing of the public. The second hearing of the public is now open. Would anyone wish to be heard? And with that, we're closing the second hearing of the
Just newly elected, please stay up there after the meeting for the signing of the oaths that you were supposed to sign at the beginning of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else wish to be heard? All right, closing the second hearing of the public and moving on to mayor and council reports. How about we start with Mr. DeMonico?
All right, thanks, Mr. Mayor. I think our state senator made it sound like she wanted us to start the meeting over since the oaths weren't. Let's see, I guess I'm just going to keep it really short. Congratulations, Mr. Kleinfeld, on being elected mayor, Ms. Pashadlik on being elected councilwoman, and your reelection, Mr. Curley. And congrats, Mr. Baker, too. I don't want to leave you out there.
I'll take it, thank you.
And I guess that's all.
All right, and moving on, Mr. Baker.
Well, thank you. So I mentioned at our first meeting that there is also another turkey giveaway this Saturday, but this one is at 12 p.m. and this is at New Bride Missionary Baptist Church, and that is this Saturday, November 18th, at 21439 Kelly Road here in Eastpointe. And again, that's at 12 p.m. It's first come, first serve. Also, I made mention of our 3 nonprofits here, Lift Up a Child, Let Me See Your Hands, and the Betty Harris Foundation. There was something that I omitted from the first meeting, but there will be a Facebook Live podcast with the Betty Harris Foundation, and that is slated for Saturday, November 25th, starting at 2 p.m. So you can look up on Facebook, bettyharrisfoundation.net. Is that correct? Okay. It says here on the flyer, it's the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. So that again is Saturday, November 25th at 2 p.m., bettyharrisfoundation.net on Facebook. With that, congratulations to new mayor and council, and Cardi, congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
And that is all I have. Thank you.
All right, Councilman Curley?
Well, thank you. First of all, Margaret, congratulations. And to the mayor, congratulations to you too. I just, real quick, I'm going to be real quick tonight. Thank you all for voting, whether you voted for me or not. Don't get me started about voting, but I'll talk about that maybe at another time. This council and the administration has some very serious things to tend to. It's not a game. It's not a game. I could sit here and give you a huge list of what we need to do, but I won't do that tonight. All of you have to hold us responsible. I don't have a problem with somebody coming up there and correcting us or asking why we did one thing or another, but we need that input. And don't ever be embarrassed or not wanting to come up and speak your piece. Peace being whether it's good or bad. That's okay. But I don't have to ask this council. I think they all agree with me that we have a job to do, and we're going to start that at the next meeting. And we're going to try to do things that are right for this community. We need to bring it back together, and we need to all do our jobs for that. And we invite you to do the job with us. Help us out. Give me a call. Harvey said, let's go have coffee, because I got a problem, and I want you to help solve. So thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Ms. Pashadlik?
I'll keep it short and sweet. I want to commend everybody who ran their campaigns really friendly. I think we were all there for the right reason, and it was a different experience. I think it was great that we were all able to be kind to each other, and we were all running for the same reason. So I'd like to commend everyone for taking on that challenge, and I want to thank all of the voters for voting for me. I really, truly appreciate your confidence, and I hope I will do you proud, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you. And I'll keep my comments relatively short as well. First, thank you to everyone who came out and participated in the local election and voted. Local elections matter, I think, more than any other type of election. They really have our local officials have a more direct impact on our lives. I also want to thank the elections department, all the election workers. I know that I was coming into City Hall checking for updates and bothering them, and they had their work cut out for them, and they stay late and they keep working until they get everything counted and all the numbers in. So I really appreciate that. Thank you to Judge Galen for coming out and swearing all of us in. It's been a little while since we've been able to have our district court judge do that, so I really appreciate that she took the time to come out and do that for all of us. I do want to congratulate everyone who ran. As some of the other council members were saying up here, this was a really friendly race. This was what a race should look like. Everyone had very positive campaigns. I didn't see any attack ads or anything like that. I think Eastpointe really set a great example for what local elections should look like. I'm not going to name any communities. You don't necessarily have to look far to see that it's not always that friendly everywhere. And everyone that was running, I think, was running for the right reasons and had Eastpointe's best interest at heart. So congratulations to everyone. Also congratulations to Ms. Pachadlik and Harvey Curley. And I'm really excited about this new council. I think we can all work together. I think we're going to be able to do great things. So I'm really excited to get started. So with that, I will move on to adjournment. Whatever.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
New council, I have to do it.
Motion and support. Please call the roll.
I'm going to go with Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley, Councilmember DeMonico.
Yes.
I know I couldn't always sit back on that one and not have to worry about making that motion, but, yes.
Mayor Kleinfeld,
Yes.
Councilmember Poshadlik.
Yes.
And with that, the meeting's adjourned at 9:05.